What up, cucks? Originally, The Lover was going to make a special edition, a special appearance, I should say, because it's Valentine's Day, but I read something and he pissed me off. For some reason, I had forgotten to make a video about this, but apparently, these Cody marks have been sending death threats to The Rock's daughter. Now, number one, it is unacceptable to send death threats to anybody for anything. Number two, it is even more unacceptable to do so over a fucking TV show, you morons, right? I know that wrestling fans are obviously below average IQ for the most part. I'm not talking about you guys. Obviously, the haters fans are here for a reason. We are obviously representing a more intelligent person who still watches wrestling through it all. The average wrestling fan is borderline retarded. And I'm not using the word retarded to be funny. Like 20% of America's population is borderline retarded, has an IQ of 85%. These people are definitely overrepresented in wrestling fans. Wrestling inherently is a form of entertainment for lower level people. Now again, the hater loves wrestling and the hater has advanced degrees. So I'm not saying that everyone that likes wrestling is a moron. Of course not. Wrestling is America. But it's not represented, the same way with college professors than it is with, I don't know, people that are retarded, right? Obviously, we know that, right? So these people, I'll give them a slight pass because I really do think they're just too stupid to realize what they're doing, right? The vast majority of them. Now, if you send a death threat to someone over a TV show, you're obviously not smart. It's as simple as that. You obviously are incapable of separating yourself from the TV show that is an actual TV show. It's not a real sport. Even if you did, like imagine if someone sent a death threat to, I don't know, Travis Kelce for not scoring a touchdown, let's say, even though they won, right? That would be unacceptable. But it's even more unacceptable if you send a death threat to Scooby from Scooby-Doo. You dipshit. It's not a real person, right? It's a TV show. And a lot of wrestling fans forget this. They forget that wrestling is not this weekly checking in on what's going on in the world of wrestling, in the WWE universe, right? It is a TV show. The Rock is playing a character. Cucky Rhodes is playing a character. All of the analysis and all the things that I say in this channel are premised around the idea that wrestling is a TV show. You understand me? Okay, it's an aggregation of TV shows, but it doesn't matter. It's all a TV program. They can call one Monday Night Raw and the other one SmackDown. It's 2 episodes of the same show. You understand me? It's the same thing. Oh, UFC Fight Night and the pay-per-view. Oh, Dana White Contender Series. It's the same thing. It's the same show. It's the same world, right? But it's not real. So, the fact that this pissed people off enough to send a death threat is, in my opinion, I don't want to say frightening, but it is quite concerning for the people that did this because it really shows that they're incredibly stupid, right? Now, the good news is that the people that send the death threats are likely fat neckbeards who will never do anything. But that's not here nor there, right? The point is, even the fat neckbeard who is below average IQ level needs to understand, hey, what am I doing here? I'm not doing something productive or something good. I am threatening someone's life over a wrestling program. Now, when I made fun of that one fan who cried during CM Punk's return, right? That's one thing, and I don't like that. But whatever, at least it's a harmless emotion. Is that guy smart? I don't know him personally, but I personally would not hire him if he cannot to do any job in, for me, if, for example, I knew that he cried over TV shows, right? I need people that are emotionally stable in my life, not people that are emotionally unstable. But maybe he's not stupid. He certainly doesn't seem like a bad guy compared to these morons, right? So, now that we've gotten all that covered, right? Not only is it inappropriate to send a death threat, I was talking this whole time, sending a death threat to The Rock, right? That would be inappropriate. Sending a death threat to his daughter is insane, okay? She has nothing to do with it. First of all, she's not The Rock, number one. 2, you're trying to upset The Rock by threatening his daughter. Like, if lightning strikes you and you die, the world is better off without you if you go out there and send death threats to people's daughters because their father did something. You don't deserve to breathe the same air as normal people who are not insane and go out there threatening people's lives, right? This is unacceptable. You know what I mean? This is the kind of stuff that if I were The Rock and I met one of these guys and I just somehow encountered them in the mall, right? And I knew that one of these guys sent a death threat, even though I know it's not serious, it's a death threat to show displeasure, I would beat the shit out of this guy. I might even beat him to death, right? Because nobody should be doing these kind of things. This is the problem with wrestling, right? Normal fans like myself and the rest of my fans are not able to enjoy wrestling anymore because not only has it been hijacked by very, very stupid people, very, very weird incel type people, but despite that, these people are also, on top of being very stupid and being incels, they're also people that think it's okay to threaten someone's life over a TV show. The only explanation that is available is that they really are just at IQ levels so low, they don't understand why this is unacceptable, right? I don't give a shit about The Rock or his daughter. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, she's a little bit too big and looks like The Rock. So I don't even understand why they hired her other than the fact that she's The Rock's daughter. And The Rock, in my opinion, I mean, the wrestler The Rock, like the character, is pretty cool. But Dwayne Johnson sucks. I don't like him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't give a damn about them on the individual level. But I do care about what is right and what is wrong. And it's not right to start threatening people's lives over bad booking decisions, right? Now, compartmentalize all that and let's get on to the next point. The reason why people don't think it's okay for The Rock to be there is because they've been told to think it's not okay, right? There is no actual logic behind it, right? A lot of what we know because people tell us, right? People have told us one day, you cannot do this, you cannot say that. The reason why I'm wearing clothes right now is because someone told me, my parents and my grandparents, that being naked is not normal when I was a baby, presumably, right? And I learned this, and now it's just common sense, right? This is like that, but on a much more, weird and dumber level, right? Dave Meltzer and the likes of Dave Meltzer are going to say Cody Rhodes deserves it, right? And these people don't understand anything. They don't understand business. They don't understand wrestling as a business. But that's neither here nor there. The truth is that through pushing these kinds of things and through moving the needle the way that they have moved the needle, we find ourselves at an impasse, right? The fans listen to what they're told. They don't have any kind of, free thinking anymore, right? That's why the same things keep happening. That's why we have the same main event 2 years in a row, because people take their cues from Dave Meltzer and they don't think outside the box to cheer for someone that maybe should be getting cheered more than Cody. But that's neither here nor there. This is about threats, and threats to The Rock's daughter, who has done nothing. I have some pet peeves in my life, and one of them is when people that don't do anything get negative consequences for something that someone else did. This upsets me, right? Now, again, I'm not losing sleep over The Rock's daughter, but the concept pisses me off, right? Like, I'll give you an example. If I'm driving down the street, I'm a pretty good driver, I like to think, right? But sometimes someone will cut me off, right? And I will lose my fucking mind, right? Now, if I follow this guy, as I am inclined to do sometimes, I will get parallel to him, put my windows down, and start threatening him and saying unsavory things, right? If this person apologizes, I immediately become normal. I diffuse myself completely. Because we all make mistakes. But the initial reaction is savagery, right? I have a similar reaction with things like this, where if someone didn't do anything, like in the example of me driving, I didn't do anything wrong, and this guy cuts me off, endangering me, I lose my mind, right? I lose my mind because I'm like, who are you to put this on me? What did I do to you, right? Those are the underpinnings, right? So The Rock's daughter now has to deal with death threats from losers because WWE, Triple H, the guy that you kept clamoring on, decided to, I guess, do a swerve and pretend that The Rock was going to main event. I mean, who knows what's going to happen? It's still not very clear to me, right? Now, CM Punk and Seth Rollins and the Rock are kind of implicated one way or another. But the truth is, this is unacceptable. And everyone that did that should be ashamed of themselves. I have good news, though, motherfuckers. I have good news. You don't have to be this way. You can grow up and stop taking wrestling so seriously. I know what you're thinking. Hater, you take it seriously. You have a channel. It's not a serious channel, cucks. It's for comedy and to have fun and to discuss something that we all enjoy, right? I do it for the people. I did it for The Rock. You know what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, go fuck yourselves.